Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking all about vintage makeup and I'm going to share with you my vintage compact collection. So recently I bought a few different lots on eBay and I was kind of looking at different decades. I put in 1920s compacts, 1930s, 1950s, and was kind of like looking around for different ones. I thought it'd be fun to get compacts from every decade. I started the search and it was easy to find certain decades, but some were really hard to find. I had a hard time once I got into the 80s and 90s, but I had a lot of fun just making this video and like finding all these compacts. So anyways, the whole source of inspiration started with this book that I recently picked up on Amazon. This one is Compacts and Cosmetics, and it's a really interesting book, and it kind of talks about the history of makeup and has photos of different compacts and different cosmetics throughout the decades. So if you're really interested in makeup, I highly recommend this book. Jump right in and I'm going to kind of share with you which ones I think are the oldest ones on the list and then go up to the newest. And once again, I'm not necessarily a historian. I don't really know 100% the exact date of these. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. And this is kind of just a guess based on my background and kind of my knowledge of art history and what I think would be 1920s based on certain design elements. So let's jump right in and I'll start with that. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Laura and this is a channel where I talk about all things vintage. So if you love vintage, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the big red button below. Starting out on the list are some of my oldest compacts. My guess that some of the oldest ones here are possibly this metal one. It's hard to say, it definitely looks very old, turn of the century. Just based on the look of it, it says Washington DC on the front. And then inside the metal looks pretty old. I'm guessing it could even be like early 1900s. It's hard to say. This part seems a little bit plasticky though, so maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to know your thoughts, but this is kind of, in my guess, one of the oldest ones I have in my collection. On to this one. This one looks super old to me too. I'm thinking it's probably before 1920s or early 1920s. It has initials on it. It says VV, but it looks like it is a little mini vintage Rouge blush. There's still the little thing in it. Powder's pretty much gone, but I thought this was interesting. Be curious to know the date. Yeah, it just doesn't say really anything in it for me to go off it, but based on photos in the book, I'm thinking probably 1920s or like maybe 1915s or 16s, so let me know what you think. I know this one is definitely from the 1920s. I got it on eBay and I put it in 1920s compact, and this one came out. I think it's really cute because it's like a little mini purse. And I like the design on the outside. Definitely kind of has an Art Deco look to it with the lines and everything, even the angular shape of this. I also just love the look of the inside. It's really unique because there's still powder in it. Looks like there's a little bit of a rouge there. It still works. It's like a nice bright pink. And then there's like this face powder. There's still some in there, so I could almost refill it with my own powder, which would be kind of interesting. But you can see how you can open it and turn it, and to open and close it and get little powder out, so that's really cute. It looks like it would have, so it has like a little bit of blush and face powder, and then there's a little mirror here too. So this one is one of my favorites, just because the design is so unique. And yeah, it's just like a little 1920s purse. And also I thought it'd be kind of fun, I don't know if there's a way around this, but I have quite a large vintage makeup collection and I definitely kind of want to try it on, but I obviously don't want to get a rash. So if you know of a way I can do some sort of a makeup tutorial with actual vintage makeup without actually hurting my skin and causing any rashes, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to look it up too because I'm kind of curious to try some of these on. I originally got this compact a few years ago at a vintage fair. I think it was only $5. I thought maybe it was from the 60s because of the kind of plastic, but I looked it up on eBay and this one is actually from the 1930s, which was very surprising to me. And the brand Fifth Rex Avenue is an older brand from the 1930s. It has this little mesh plastic thing inside. The powder is gone, but I think it's really cool. I love the big shape to it and the giant powder. And there's a few more of these ones on eBay as well if anyone's interested. So this is from the 1930s. I'm thinking this one could be from the 1940s. There's the outside, it looks like it's like a vintage rouge. It's a very bright pink color, so maybe it is from the 50s. It's very bright pink, as you can see. Definitely kind of want to try that one on. A date or anything. Just trying to remove the sticker and see if I see anything else. And I guess the brand is Heather, so that's the cosmetic brand. So I think I just need to look that up, and I could probably get a date. What do you think the date is of this? This compact also looks quite old. Kind of has a 1930s look to it, just with like sort of the angular lines. It has no makeup on it. It's just a mirror. Perhaps there used to be kind of a blush or something on this side. Inside, there's a fine print. It's very hard to read. It's called American Beauty. So that is the cosmetic brand. So let me know if you know anything about the American Beauty cosmetic brand. Moving on to the 1950s, I got this one on eBay as on its own, and this is a 1950s compact. I just love this one. I think it's so cute. Look at the little like glitter on the front, and it has two different sides, so it's like a little purse. One side, so this is the Fifth Avenue brand again, and this side has the powder with the mirror, and you can even put powder or something in there because it has like the little mesh thing for it too, with the little powder on top. It looks like it was barely used too. And then on the other side, it's just kind of an empty slot. Perhaps maybe people put like cigarettes or something in there. This has like a little business card. So I'm not really sure what you put on the other side. Maybe some hairpins. Let me know what you think. And then it has the little lipstick as well. And the lipstick is empty, so I could definitely fill it up with my own lipstick, which is kind of neat. And I just think it's like a really cute little design to put in your purse. I just love the kind of glittery 1950s look to it. Here is another compact. This one, I'm not sure of the date. I'm thinking more 1960s with the lines. It kind of reminds me of like a Mondrian painting. The inside is pretty powdery. Oh, actually, I'm looking inside and it says 1940s compact, so that's interesting. Look at the powder. It's kind of gotten everywhere, so it looks like the middle was the face powder. And then the side, it has a blush. Wrong on this. This one is a 1940s compact. Unless this person's wrong who wrote the note. It's actually not 1940s. This Mary Kay one, I believe this is probably from the 1980s. It came in my lot. I do like the kind of pink look through it. Maybe 1960s or 70s. But the plastic makes me think it's a bit newer. But I definitely like the vintage look of the Mary Kay. And then here are the little lipstick. It's pretty cute. It looks like someone enjoyed using this. Kind of smells bad, but anyways, I like the pink color. I never actually used Mary Kay, but I definitely like the pink color and look to it. It'd be nice if I could like somehow clean this and remove the makeup. This is a 1960s Pond's angel face in a golden honey beige. I quite like the little like blue color with the flowers. It looks like this one hasn't been used either. It's pretty much brand new, as you can see. I bought a newer Pond's, and I kind of think it'd be fun to replace the compact inside and then use this one now. I have a few other compacts where I don't know the exact date. I'm thinking this one's probably 1950. It's called Lady Esther Beauty Promise Press Powder. Oh, this is like the one that goes in, it's like a refill compact. That's what it's saying. This is like, yeah, it's a refill to use in a bigger compact. So that's kind of interesting. And it looks like it's barely used, but it's like a nice pink color. And I just quite like the case. So this, I believe, is probably 1950s. Got a few other randoms in my lot. This one is an Estee Lauder one. It looks fairly new. It said it's made in the USA. I'm thinking this, it probably came out, kind of looks 1980s to me. It's like a horoscope line. This one's Virgo. I kind of wish it was Cancer because that's what I am. It's kind of neat. Looks like it's brand new pretty much. It has like a very well made outer casing. But what throws me off is this sticker, which makes it look like it's newer. but the design could be kind of 80s or 90s. It definitely looks newer. Let me know if you know anything about this one. After that, I have this Nicole Miller one. I don't think this one's very old. Don't know that much about Nicole Miller. It's just basically a mirror, but it came in my lot. I think it's just like a newer compact, but it just kind of was worn out. But it just randomly came in my lot, so I thought I'd include it, but it definitely isn't very old in my opinion. I think it's just scratched up. And then I got this random pill case. I'm not sure the age on this one either. It has someone's name in it, phone number in Florida, so I can always give them a call. It used to belong to Anna. I even have her address as well. I don't think it's very old, unless it used to be a compact and she just removed it and used it for a pill case. It looks like something came out here, but it's really hard to say. Definitely has an Art Nouveau print on the front, but it doesn't look that old. Plastic looks kind of cheap too, so I'm not 100% sure on this one. So that is it for my vintage compact collection. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have seen any of these before, if you know the exact dates, I'd love to know. Obviously, I'm not an expert in this field. I just love to collect vintage makeup. So if you know anything, then please let me know. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram to see more behind the scenes footage of me on my vintage shopping, as well, kind of sharing video ideas. And please don't forget to say hi. I'll link my Instagram below. Alright, I'll see you guys again next week. Bye!